going on, filmmakers, and welcome on set. Today I'm very excited because we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna try to be as creative as possible using a world first cinema light. Now, we tested a lot of lights on this channel, but I haven't tested a light like this one. And this is the brand new Atomos Sun Dragon light. And to be honest, I think we're gonna get some really creative shots using this because it unlocks a lot of different ways you can use light and you can mount light using this. So this light comes with an 8-meter connector cable, a power unit, and the controller that allows DMX, Ethernet, and Wi-Fi control. You also have a display here where you can make all your settings, and on the back you have a V-mount plate, which is super beneficial because you can use this light remotely. Now on the light, which is basically a light strip that is 5 meters long and has RGB control, and it's super beneficial to use in super tight spaces like a car, or creatively using your performance or put it on the ground or other things like that. So we're gonna try to be as creative as we can with this light. It's my first time ever using it, so I'm very excited and curious to see how it works. Alright, so to be honest, I'm very surprised that this light still works. As you saw, we had a lot of fun with it, but we also managed to put this light through the ultimate test. We had the skateboard dropping the board on the light itself. No LEDs were harmed. We also had our dancer doing a lot of stunts with the light. Nothing happened. And to be honest, I'm really impressed that it still works. So this was the ultimate test. Now, all we have to do is clean the light a little bit because we worked into that very filthy and dirty hall that we filmed. The light got super dirty. Now, one thing that is super nice with it is that it's also weather resistant or waterproof, so we can wash it. And talking about waterproof, I want to try and film a shower scene where normally it would be super difficult to mount your lights in this kind of a small space. And if you ever try to film a shower scene, you know that you kind of have to put the light backlight in order to see the water droplets and all that stuff. Now with this light, it's super easy to adapt. Like you see, I mounted it here and it goes down here. And overall it's super easy to mount. It's also waterproof, so we don't have to be careful with the water or anything like that, although only this part is waterproof. The controller and other stuff is not, but probably it's weather sealed, but I don't recommend putting that into the water. Now what I want to say is that I want to try and get a little bit creative and see how I can film this. It's also my first time ever filming a shower scene, so hopefully it's gonna turn out super nice. Let's go. and I'm gonna try to use it in a studio as well. I wanna see exactly how it performs in a situation where I have to use a lot of slow motion, and I wanna also see exactly if you can use this in an interview setup. So we're gonna do these two things and we're gonna see if we can actually use it. And if we can, this is the ultimate light that you need because it's so handy to use and it's also super fun to use. So for the slow motion test, what I want to do is to recreate some of the shots that I did for Motorola with the Phantom Flex. Now with that camera, I needed a ton of light and I still didn't have enough, but we shot at 4K 1000 frames per second. And as you can see, the shots look amazing. Now for this test, I'm gonna use the Ronin 4D at 4K 120, which is obviously not 1000, so we're not gonna need that much light, but even so, we still need a lot of light. And my test is to see if I can manage to light the product and doing all of the stuff with the coffee with one single light. So I'm gonna switch off all of the lights except the background. We still need a little bit of background. And I'm gonna try to see if I can light the product using just this. And I'm pretty sure we can because the light is pretty long, so I should be able to put it like this and create some sort of an effect that will allow me to have light all over the product. So I suggest let's do it. I know right now it looks a little bit odd, but the point is to have the product here and be lit with this LED here. So I'll just need a few adjustments and I think I'm gonna be ready to go. Bam. And now all I need is a V-mount battery, plug it in. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention about this light is the fact that you have a ton of controls with it. You have a lot of effects, you have a lot of colors, you have a lot of gels. This light is super complex in terms of the menu layout and in terms of what you can do with it. One thing that is very impressive, and I haven't seen it in any of the lights that I tested until now, it's the ability to go from 2000 to 20,000 K, which, like I said, I haven't seen in any of the lights. Usually lights go from 2000 K to 7,500 K, but this time you can go to 20,000 K, which is really crazy. Okay, so we already have a lot of light because even at 120 frames per second, my image is a little bit blown out. No. It's a mess down here, but as you can see, the light is doable. You can actually film slow motion shots with this with just one light, which is super cool. Now we're gonna go to the interview part. I'm really curious if you can light a subject using only this. All right, so what I tried to do here is basically to create an interview light using just one light. And in our case, one light serves 3 lights. Let me explain. So basically we have a side light here that lights up my face on this side. This side is not fully lit. And then we have a top light that goes through here, and then a backlight that goes over there. And as you can see, it looks super professional and it also looks super good. Just to give you guys a perspective, right now I'm shooting at ISO 800 and I'm also using an ND. Now, what's really cool with this lighting is that you can adapt it very quickly. Let me show you. So if I change this and I put it on the other side, I can easily create a beauty shot type of lighting. So we have light from underneath, we have light from this side as well, and we have light from this side as well. And as you can see, you kind of get that ring light effect on your face, and it's perfect for beauty shots and all stuff like that. But yeah, you can get super creative with this light, and that's why I love it. Not only that, like you saw, we did some really epic shots. Like I have never seen shots like this done using light before. Like the type of stunts that we done using the Sun Dragon light were absolutely insane. So yeah, let me know what you think about this light, if it's something that you would use. I also think this is perfect for shots where you want to put this light under a couch or under a table, or in a lot of different situations where this light can be easily, let's say, hidden. Or I think it's perfect for car shots like we used it. But overall, I don't know, now that I've used it and now that I discovered what you can do with it, it's something that I would bring with me at every shoot that I'm gonna do, because it's so practical. It's that kind of light that you don't realize you need it until you try it and you realize how good it is. And also how extremely tough built it is. Like, it's crazy.